as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Fool. That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
We gonna work.
Set, ready? 10 Tucson.
54. Here we go.
General West.
Check.
Leo.
Check.
Snap.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looks pretty evident what they want to do. The same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
But when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 3 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Round 80.
Watch the pass.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Joe Mixon. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Mixon running right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Returnable for Grant. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Jones, operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch your defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gather the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Let's go, get set. 61, matchbox, lights.
Safety's creeping. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He dumps it off to Barkley. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception,
and this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Jones now. Back to the air on second down. He's going to fire one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
We own it. We own it. Middle.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
58, the mic. Here we go.
Allen now on first down. And a catch good. It's Eifert. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. From the gun, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Kill.
Mixon with a first down carry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Here's a run with Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Check the hot read.
They'll run with Mixon, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing Jones. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
2nd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Geno Atkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Austin. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
58 the Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, switch gears.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Hard. Hurry. Get wide. Show it in. Let's go.
Here's Jones throwing after the interception. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
2nd and 3. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New York. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the 50.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
58. 58. Come on. Watch the flag.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now Saquon Barkley, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. From the 44, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert, alert, alert.
Again, it's Mixon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Motion. 58 to Mike. Stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check out route.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Allen going to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Allen off the play fake. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawk.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
12 yards that time at a Cincinnati 1st down. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Round 80. Check. Hey, pick your game up.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the Bengals on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is third down and 12. To the air. Allen. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Hauling it in, Nelson. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Don't be scared of it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mixon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
I'm going back to you. 56. 60 mark. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
It's Mixon on the counter. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. Hey, I-7.
Jones on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Big stop, G.
Jones now to throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here is 6-6. Pull it high. SOS. Switch. Rock it. Fire.
From the gun, Jones. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.